How do you stay connected to what God is doing in your life? Like the promises that He has spoken over you when life does not seem to be going in that direction. Like, what is our response to those times? I believe that it has to do with our heart posture. And, sometimes we say like, okay, God, I'm going to posture my heart towards you, but what does that actually mean? Like, what does that look like? And, I think David's life was an amazing example of his heart posture before the Lord, because, we get a glimpse of David's destiny, like he is appointed king, but in the midst of that promise, his life is pulled back in like the complete opposite direction than the promises that were spoken over his life, and what did David do during those times? Well, we could look through like a million scriptures, but what I believe that he learned in that time and what he cultivated in that time of waiting was how to magnify the Lord, And I've been kind of stuck on this word magnify, but what it really means is to make a big God really as big as He is. It's not to like make a small God look bigger than He actually is. It's to actually give God His rightful place in your life and in every situation. Back in several years ago in 2014, our life took a major turn. We had just been appointed pastors and we were so excited and full of passion and expectation for what God was going to do in our life. And out of nowhere, our life seemed to be flipped completely upside down. The rug pulled out from under us. It was going in the complete opposite direction of what God had spoken over us. And it was a really challenging, hard time where every promise, every vision, every dream seemed to be tested. And I remember thinking like, God, you must be a total liar. Like how can what you said over our life be true when this is what is happening and this is what we're going through? And it was a time that was full of anxiety and stress and pain and tears. And the only thing that I remember being able to hear was, Carrie, let me do what I said I'm going to do. And it wasn't a lot. Like, I didn't know how to pray sometimes. I didn't know how to say, what to say or how to orient my heart, but I knew I could hear God saying those simple words, let me do what I said I was going to do. And that was all I had, and that was really all I needed. I just had to orient my heart to let Him be big in my situation in those times. And that became the rhythm and the cadence of my every moment of every day, was my heart posture. It was like my God lens, like, God, what are you doing? What are you saying? What are you thinking right now, today? Because that's all I have. And it's really just about letting God be who He said He was going to be in your life, in every situation that you're going through.